But then again, I always do. Now, sometimes we get letters from our showbiz pals asking us if we can make their dreams come true, like a celebrity version of Jim Will Fix It.
Yeah, often they want something quite ordinary, like their own fly-on-the-wall documentary series or a centre-page spread in Hello.
But then again, on other occasions, they ask for something a little bit special.
John Barrowman is famous for his performances on stage and TV, especially as Captain Jack in Torchwood. But as a dog lover, he has a pretty wild ambition: to get up close to a wolf.
So, John, why wolves?
Having grown up in Scotland and started my life journey there, that the fact that wolves now no longer exist in northern Scotland, I think, you know, it's something that I would like to see, you know, maybe them brought back. I've only seen them in films, and the kind of Hollywood portrayal of wolves, it's not good. So I hope to, you know, dispel that myth today a little bit.
And to come back with all your limbs and your hands intact.
I've got a plan for that, because, you know, if you're with me, I'm chucking you into their jaws and I'm running.
By the 18th century, British wolves had been hunted to extinction. But today, there are some in private collections, rehoused from zoos and wildlife parks. Near the Welsh border, Tony Haywaite runs Wolf Watch UK, a charity that saves wolves which might otherwise have been destroyed.
It all started about 30 years ago, and myself and a friend visited a zoo in Warwickshire, South Warwickshire, which was being closed down by the local authority. The zookeeper showed us around, and it came to the wolves. I asked him what they were doing with these wolves, whether they'd found a new home, and he said no, they weren't worth anything, so they're going to be put down. And that's really how it started.
So you saved them?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Ooh, speaking of.
Yeah, two there.
Although wolves are part of the canine family, the strength of their bite is reckoned to be twice that of a German Shepherd.
Listen to that, because normally some animals... Some animals... Watch my knee a bit. Thank you for that, Tony. Some animals, when they have... you see them stripping the meat off the bone, but he just chewed right through that.
Absolutely. They'll eat the whole carcass.
Wolves hunt in packs with a fairly strict hierarchy and will strive for dominance even in captivity. At the moment, Tony has 5 wolves, and it could be too dangerous for us to go into the enclosures with most of them. But one wolf, Maddie, raised here from a pup, is much more approachable.
I think when you're really close to them, you realise just what a big animal they are. Seeing it from a distance, you just think, oh, it's just like an Alsatian. But when you're really this close, those big ears, that long snout, and the big, thick neck.
You know, actually, I thought I'd be a little more nervous than I am, really.
But what about John's desire to see wolves back in Scotland? It's a topic of much debate.
Wolves were a natural predator for deer in the northern part of Scotland. I know they're thinking about reintroducing them into the wild, and I kind of believe, I like to think that it's better to have a natural predator than to have man kind of hunting them all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for them to be re-released?
It's a lovely idea in itself, but I think if you look at why the animal became extinct, look what's happened since extinction, and look what the likely environmental impact would be if you reintroduced it. Well, the idea of putting a pack or several packs in an area such as Scotland, where there are a lot of sheep, a lot of livestock growing about, I don't think it'd go down too well.
But there's one loud element of wolf behaviour that John has yet to encounter, which I think is best to experience at night.
There are lots of stories and fables about these animals, blowing little pigs' houses down, dressing up as grandma, only howling when it's a full moon. In fact, they do howl regularly to communicate, and if we're really lucky, we might get to howl with them.
They do it to warn other packs of their territory, but also to bond within their own group. And it needs one wolf to kick it off.
And you tonight, John,
I am that
could
wolf.
be that wolf. So clear your throat.
I'll give it a whirl.
Have a go at howling.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Maddie.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, you need to write a musical for the two of us. That's amazing. What a night.
What a night. Eerie,
is-
creepy, magical.
The perfect icing on a cake for the perfect day.
I'm
Amazing.
so pleased.
Thank you.
That's a pleasure.
Thank you, One Show.
See?
Special night.
Yeah, but that musical could become a bit tiresome after about 10 minutes.
I think you're quite right.
I
No
don't know.
theme tune there, is there?
No theme tune there. No.
So, Bill, you love
See
your
ya.
wildlife, of course you do.